All right, guys. I don't know. It keeps telling me that my camera failed. And of course, it's the first time my camera has ever failed. And of course, it's the first time that I'm doing a live session. But such is the way. Such is the way. Can you all hear me? All right. Let me try and. Okay, good. All right. I want to go over what the exit project looks like because I'm getting a lot of email from a lot of people who are, I guess, concerned about what it looks like and what it should look like. And of course, since everything is going to be handed in digitally, it is going to look a little different than usual. So let me figure out how to broadcast my screen here. There we go. Just give me 1 second, guys. I'll wait for everyone to join in. Present my entire screen. Share. Okay, guys. Can you all now see my screen? Make sure. Okay, cool. So I have a sample exit project that I want to show you guys so you understand kind of what it looks like. And everyone can see it. Let's see. So this is a sample exit project called Submarine Warfare in the United States. And what happened there? Okay. And this is basically the cover page. So the cover page is not anything to really worry about. The cover page is pretty quick. So the cover page is going to be a title to your research paper, whatever your topic is. Then a picture of something related to your topic. So this person is doing submarine warfare. So this person chose a submarine. Okay. And then you're going to have the name, your name, my name, and if you could, you're going to put the class. Put the class. Hold on, I'm seeing. Who's this? Nah, Broski. Nah, Broski. Broski? Oh, it's Gabby. Okay. Nah, Broski.
What are you talking about? I know who Gabby is.
Who's Gabby? Gabby, you here? Okay. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm here.
Very good. Unfortunately, my camera is not working, but I'm just presenting what's on my screen anyway. So there's the cover page. And then your research paper is basically straightforward. So it's an informative research paper, meaning that, you're not really including an argumentative. It's not really, it's not a persuasive piece. It's a very straightforward, historically based, factual research paper. So this person, obviously, like I said, wrote about submarines, and he does break it up into a lot of different paragraphs. And that might be because his paper is a little bit longer than the paper I'm requiring you guys to do. So, I mean, what you could do to make your life way easier is make this a 5-paragraph paper. Okay. So you would have an introduction, and then you have 3 body paragraphs. What I would do is each body paragraph could be one of your guided questions that we spoke about at the beginning of this whole thing. So this way you kind of know, all right, I'm writing 5 paragraphs. The first paragraph is going to be an introduction. The first body paragraph will be guided question 1, guided question 2, guided question 3, and then finally your conclusion. Okay. So this is the format of this is a little different from what I'm saying, but I'm saying we should probably change it just to make life easier because we need life to be a little bit easier right now. So let's see. Throughout history, there are many instances of submarine warfare, from the Revolutionary War to modern-day conflicts. Submarines are present as an offensive weapon that is used to attack surface ships from under the sea. A submarine can cause a lot of damage to a convoy or fleet of ships, and they are especially dangerous for cargo ships and other ships that carry supplies. So the only thing that this is missing would be a good thesis statement. So what I want to do, I'm going to put in a thesis statement for him right now. Okay. So a thesis statement, you guys know from ELA, is basically a statement or a sentence that is going to give the reader an idea of what you're going to be discussing in the paper. So I would write something like this. Submarines have played a crucial role in warfare for the entirety of American history. So this way the reader knows, like, this is going to be a paper about submarines and it's going to be about American history. So that is what you really want to key in on your introduction. All right, I'm going to stop now and see if anyone has any questions for me. Let's see, I'm going to check the chat. I got to be honest, this is my first time doing a live session like this, so I might be a little rusty. But any questions? No? Moving on? Moving on. Okay. So that's those are the 2 main parts. I'm going to come down here and show you not that. Okay, hold on. Maybe I should save this. Hold on. I'm going to show you the exit project requirements. Let me write this. New exit project. Of course, it's not here. All right. What's that about? Oh boy. I hope I'm not breaking your computers. All right. So whatever, I'll put the exit project requirements up online. So basically, there's a couple of things that you really need to know when you're actually typing the research paper. I'm gonna leave. Let's see here. I'm gonna write a comment. Okay. iPhone. Someone wants to join. All right. Come on in, iPhone. That Charles? Okay. So some of you might say, okay, I know how to do all this, but I do want to just go over it really quick. So.
Yeah, that's me, Mr. Tian.
Hi, Charles.
Hey, Mr. Tian.
How you doing, buddy?
You just passed the 100 stone milestone.
Which one?
You just passed the 100 subscribers milestone.
Oh, I passed that a while ago. Please, Charles.
I know, but
I'm a famous YouTuber now. Okay? Thank you, though.
Hey teacher, how are you?
Hello. Who's that?
Your mom.
My mom.
Yeah.
Anyway, I can take it. Don't worry. Anyway, what was I saying? I got distracted by iPhone. So, you have to use two fonts. I'm very distracted now. Okay, 2 fonts. Times New Roman is totally cool. Okay, or you can come here and use Cambria, wherever it is. Don't use Comic Sans or Arial. That's fine. So those are the 2 fonts you can use: Times New Roman or Arial, because I like the Little Mermaid. Also, you have to use 12-point font. So you come up here, you can change the font size. Some of you are like, okay, I know how to do this, but people don't, okay? Now, the thing that most people get messed up on is double spacing. Double spacing messes people up. iPhone wants to come back in. Should I let him in? No, right? Sorry, iPhone. Sorry. God, no. No, no. Oh, you know what? I have all this recording on active presenter, so I'm gonna find out who that was. I'm gonna find out who that was. All right. Anyway, so double spacing. A lot of times people think double spacing is when you hit the space bar twice. Okay, that's not true. No, that's not double spacing. Some of you think double spacing is when you hit enter twice um, after a line. That's not true either. Okay. Double spacing, you have to come up here and do this. But this is nice because it's going to actually shorten the amount of work. So let me highlight the whole thing. I think it already is double spaced. So we'll just do this here. So normally when you type, it's going to look like this. Single spacing. Okay. So what you want to do to get double spacing is you come and you highlight the whole thing, or you start and you go to this thing here called line spacing, and you're going to click on this and you'll hit double. And voila, there it is. It spaces it out. Okay. I know some of you are probably like, duh, but believe it or not, there are a lot of people who are double spacing by hitting spacebar twice. Okay. And no question is a stupid question. The other thing is the margins. So some of you know how to work with the margins, and if you do this, you can increase the whole size of your paper just by hitting that. Please don't do that. Just leave the margins the way they are. Okay, so that is the actual paper part, like how to format it, how to write it, how to look at it. I'm going to go back here now and see if there's any questions. Okay. Does anyone have any questions for me? We're looking good. Isn't double spacing the format then line spacing thing? Yes, Brady. Yes, it is. Okay. Some people think it's just hitting spacebar twice, which is all right. All right. So let's move on to the other stuff. At the end of the paper, let's go down all the way at the end. You're going to have the conclusion. Come down here. And then you're going to have the bibliography. Now, I want to talk to you about the bibliography. You notice that this student used Wikipedia in his bibliography. That is not okay, okay? But using Wikipedia is okay. So I want to at least click on this. I want to show you something with Wikipedia really quick, okay? Let's open this up. So this student used this wiki to, write his paper, which I'm totally okay with. I'm totally okay with Wikipedia. Wikipedia is fine. All right, I'm down with it. But what I would like you to do is, if you are using Wikipedia to write your paper, I want you to go down to the bottom of the wiki. Because at the bottom of the wiki, look at this. I mean, isn't it stupid that teachers say don't use Wikipedia when look at all the information that's on here? And I know people can change it, and I know people can write whatever they want, but you got to use your head. Let me see here. So at the bottom of a wiki are references. So these are the websites and books that the person used, or the people, the persons, used to write this wiki. So what I would ask you to do is, instead of linking Wikipedia as a source, I'd like you to use one of these as a source. Now let me see. Let's look at submarines, Royal Navy. You can click on it. And the beautiful thing, so here is a nice website on submarines. The beautiful thing is when you come to write your bibliography, so instead of having it like this, let's delete that. Okay. 1 second. Let's get rid of this. And then instead of having that, you would write your bibliography like this. Oh, hold on, I gotta go back. Check this out. Go down all the way down. This is a pretty comprehensive Wikipedia on submarines. Someone spent a lot of time. You come down and literally you can just copy and paste this line right here. All right, let's copy paste. Control C, and then come here, and then you just bloop, plop it right into your bibliography, and you're done. And this way, I know you got your information from submarines, Royal Navy, whatever. Let's go back to the Wikipedia. So you notice in the Wikipedia that there are these numbers, 105, 106, 107, 108. All right, so those are annotations that link to the bibliography. So let's say you're reading, this paragraph. Both the U.S. and British navies operate nuclear-powered submarines that deploy for periods of 6 months or longer. Other navies that permit women to serve on submarines operate conventionally powered submarines which deploy for much shorter periods, usually only for a few months. So now you're like, wait, I want to make sure that that's like a legit claim. So you would click on the 100. Hold on. Where'd it go? Click on the 100. And it will bring you to the source which the person used to find that claim, that idea. So if you click on this, hopefully it brings you to a legit website. Now I'm going to ask that you do the same thing in your research paper. Now this is very important, so just pay attention to this. You notice in your bibliography you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I want to add, just like Wikipedia, I want to add these numbers into your paper. I'm going to show you how to do that. It's super easy. Okay, so let's say, I'm just going to use an example. Submarine warfare has advanced a lot over the last 243 years. So that claim, that sentence, I got from some sort of research. And I got it, let's say I got it from this, Dive, World War II stories of sailors and submarines in the Pacific. What you want to do is come to the end of that sentence right here, and you're going to put a 5, but it's got to be a special 5. You can't just write it like that because that looks very bizarre. It has to be a superscript 5. Okay, so superscript, real quick. I will put this in the, I'm gonna write this somewhere. You're going to take your finger on your left hand and you're going to hit Control, and then you're going to take a finger on your right hand and you're going to hit period on the keyboard, and that will bring the text marker, whatever, to a superscript, and you can now put it on top of the top of the line. That's how you would annotate the information from your bibliography. So to get back to normal, you hit Control, okay, with your left hand again, or you can do it with your right hand because of the control on the right. And then you're going to hit period again, and it brings you back to normal, so you can type like normal, okay? Blah, 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 blah. So again, I'm going to show you that again real quick. You're going to take a period, all right? You want to say this came from this source, source 1. You hit Control, you hit period, you hit 1, and boom, you just annotated your paper. It looks legit, it looks good, and you should get in the habit of doing this, because in college, when you write a research paper and you're using like 4, 5, 6 books and 7 websites, your professors are going to want you to annotate like this. So you might as well get in the habit of doing it now. All right, let me go back to this. Press Control and period. Right. Control and period. That's it. All right. Any questions about that while I'm here? No, we good? Okay, cool. All right, last thing. All right, good. Last thing, here we go, is your glossary. So your glossary should have 10 words. This person has 7, but that's okay. Maybe, oh, no, he has 10. And this is iPhone coming back? Who's that? No? Okay. Um, so your glossary should have 10 words, and they should be words that are not like normally used words in the English language, because that's not really a glossary. So it would be weird if I had, I mean, just to be stupid, like cry in the glossary. Like that would be weird. But armament, that's a good word. Or ballistic, that's a good word. Years, no, that you don't want to put that in the glossary. Torpedoes, yes. Electric, no. You understand what I'm saying. So you want to put that in the glossary. And you notice that these, I mean, so he just defines the words. And sometimes people, if they want to get, tricky, they will highlight the words. Purple. Okay. And you don't have to do that, but some people do that just to show that they use 10 words so they keep track. And so that is what an exit project paper looks like. Okay, from start to finish, from cover page to glossary. If you do all of those things, cover page, the 5 paragraphs, bibliography, and a glossary, you're going to get a good grade on this, as long as you obviously don't cheat and you don't, you don't plagiarize and do things like that. Now, the beauty of annotating is that you are allowed to copy paste things from a website. That's not plagiarism, as long as you do this. As long as you come over here and you hit control period and say, I got it from this website. People do it all the time. It's not cheating. As long as you give credit to the website that you got it from. And you don't just submit and produce a paper that's all copy and pasted with just all the annotations done, because that's probably what I would have done if my teacher told me to do that when I was back in school. So, I mean, that's it. I hope you guys, I hope I answered some of your questions for you. I'm sure some of you feel a little bit more comfortable now. And I will stop presenting my screen. I love if my camera worked. And now you guys can, if you want,